Good morning. Professor Mellows, Ms. Lala, dear members, representatives of NEHURST, of UI, from diplomatic missions, and dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure and honor to be here this morning to open the exhibition on Energiewende, the energy transition. I would like to thank my previous speakers who so adamantly and convincingly covered this topic, leaving very little space for me, talking about the importance, and as we heard last by the State Minister, about sustainability and the importance of change, the change in our conscience, this change in our understanding of the world, how we work together with our world. I'm very excited to be here, but for a special reason, because after having presented my credentials as an ambassador to your president last week, this is my first public appearance, and I'm very proud to do it at such a distinguished place as UWI. We are proud to have NEHURST and the University of the West Indies as our distinguished partners, and I'd like to recognize the excellent track record we have in our cooperation with these two institutions, be it NEHURST, its participation in the Innovation for the Caribbean event in Germany 3 years ago, or UWI as a reliable partner in academic exchange. This exhibition we are opening and seeing today fits well in the broader context of cooperation in the area of climate change, which is a priority area for all of us. Only a few days ago, the European Union Ambassador Biseborg presented to Parliamentary Secretary Nicole Olivier from the Energy Ministry a so-called roadmap for sustainable energy implementation. This roadmap is the European input to the Trinidad and Tobago objective to cut greenhouse gas and to increase the share of renewable energy in the energy basket. We are on the same boat in the same direction. I'm very proud of this. Ladies and gentlemen, last Friday, your Honorable Minister for Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, Dennis Moses, stated in the United Nations General Assembly, I quote, "From shifting weather patterns to global warming to sea level rise, the impacts of climate change are global in scope and unprecedented in scale. The events in the last months in the Caribbean once more remind us all that small islands, developing states, remain at the forefront of the impact of climate change." The same day, the Prime Minister of Barbuda said in the United Nations, "We are the least of the polluters, but we are the largest of casualties." How true both statements are. Ladies and gentlemen, sustainable energy supply and the protection of our planet from the impact of climate change remain central pillars of well-being and stability for our future generations. That is what the statement said. It's for you, for you students. As you quoted very drastically, very nicely, we might mess up the world, but you will have to live in it. Ladies and gentlemen, Germany wholeheartedly supports Trinidad and Tobago and the small island developing states in their quest for international cooperation in order to defend against climate change and its consequences. We are your friend and we are your reliable partner in the United Nations. In Germany, we strongly believe in sustainability, in taking the right decisions now in order to protect the future. Sustainability is not an empty buzzword, and the State Minister pointed it out very nicely. Sustainability is our responsibility for both the generations to come, for you, students, and for other regions in the world, such as the Caribbean, who cannot control global greenhouse gases emissions. The best remedy against climate change is the reduction of greenhouse gases in greenhouse emissions. As a result of this understanding, Germany has made the transition from nuclear power and fossil fuels to green and renewable energy a policy priority in 2010, the so-called Energiewende, a daring vision. because it changes the energy structure of a whole industrial, highly industrial nation. Today, Germany is recognized as an international leader in this field. The exhibition we're going to see now demonstrates how Germany implements the Energiewende, Germany's energy transition, which will be implemented up to 2050, jumping more than one generation, in order to make the energy supply more sustainable, environmentally friendly, and reliable. Let me give you some figures and some objectives of our ambitious energy-related agenda. Some might be bored, but those who understand, know this topic, it's very daring. Germany, we decided to phase out nuclear energy until 2022, so it's a very near future. Already now, 9 of 17 German nuclear power plants have been shut down. So other nations build power plants, nuclear power plants. We are shutting down. We will say goodbye to nuclear energy. Already today, about 1/3 of our electricity stems from renewable energy sources, 1/3 of a highly industrial nation. Until 2025, it will be 40 to 45%, and in 2050, at least 80% of the electricity will come from renewables. Until 2020, quite near as well, we want to reduce our CO2 emissions by at least 40%. We aim to increase energy efficiency in order to consume 20% less energy in 2020 and 50% less energy in 2050. Lots of experiences have been made in the last years and 2 decades on the reusage of renewable energy technology in Germany. That's why we're one of the leading renewable energy technology nations in the world. Nowadays, about 1.5 million photovoltaic plants are producing energy, thus decentralizing our energy system. And on a side note, it's also a sort of democratization, because now you have in Germany 1.5 million small energy producers making Germany in a sort independent from the big energy producing companies. But renewable sources, mainly wind and sun are very volatile, are unreliable. Nature does not behave as we like it to behave. Sun isn't shining in the night, and winds don't blow when we want the wind to blow. That's the reason the exhibition also covers new technologies and new technological developments which help turn nature into a reliable ally of our energy supply. This is the idea and the concept of the exhibition we're going to see. It is a contribution to raise awareness that we have a responsibility for the world, for the next generation, and that we should put all our means and technologies and efforts together to achieve it. We have the technological means. We are developing the technological means. Put them at use. And before I finish, let me advise you about an interesting way to learn more about climate change and how we can minimize our carbon footprint. WWF, the World Wildlife Fund in Germany, and the German Climate Consortium offer online lectures on climate change, risks and challenges. This online course starts very near October 1st, is free and open, is in English, and mainly taught by renowned climate scientists. At the exit, you will find flyers giving you more information on this online course if you want to register and interested. Ladies and gentlemen, with these short, brief remarks, it is now my great pleasure and honor to open the renewable energy and the Energiewende exhibition here in UWE together with Nehurst. Wishing you all a very pleasant visit to the exhibition and take something with you, some inspirations in our responsibility for sustainability and the next generation. Thank you.